And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We've got the Washington Wizards facing FC Barcelona. Now here's Williams. Blotch with the screen on James. Kicks to Blotch. And stolen by Cousins. Curry dishes down. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Washington on D. Outside Williams. Pass to Chan. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go. Now here's LeBron. He lobs it up. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Long range from the inbound. Barcelona grabs the miss.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Now, here is Harden from the stripe. And good on the basket. Booking.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
It's Williams with the drive. Davis with the ball, and they're able to recover. Lee against Davis. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. That one wide left.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
Kicks it out to Harden. Wizards passing it around. Throws it up high. Poked loose. Watch with the steal. Williams against Curry. Williams a screen. And he gets the bucket. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The pass to Lee. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
And then Cousins with the dunks.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
Here's Williams. A floater, and Davis sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And out of bounds as Barca gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Barcelona trails by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Over in the corner, Lee. Trying to find Blotch. He gets it to him. Davis with the block. The drive.
Oh, what a throwdown there. Man. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Chan guarded by Harden. Nobody near Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
They're in a hole here, and you know they've been able to get it inside, but they just haven't converted at a good rate, Kevin. So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now here's Lee. Lee, a screen on LeBron. Outside Williams. Right wing. 6 to shoot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Anthony Davis.
And Barca shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Wizards leading by 5. Curry attacking. Feeds to Harden. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass to Blatch. Lee against Davis. Here's Blatch. No good. Now Washington takes it the other way. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Barcelona's head coach and I were able to chat. There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Thanks again, Doris. And it's Barcelona with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. And the rejection by James. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Cousins. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Cousins has got 5.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he got to watch himself now. That's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
And Washington making a change. Rose is checked in. Here's Blatch. Shot is no good. Nice D from Cousins. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. That is good.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And that's when a team really has the best chance to run after a steal, obviously. So defense is going to be critical for them right now.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Williams kicks to Lee. Rebounded by Rose. Here's Chan. Off target with the open look.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside Williams. Pass to Blatch. Wide open. That's good.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
The drive by James and finished off by Davis.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Barca trails by 11. Williams passes to Lee. The dish to Williams. Cousins with the block. And that's out of bounds. Barcelona will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Seconds on the shot clock. Substitution on the court.
Five to shoot. Passes it to Slaughter. Nice D from Cousins. Wizards leading by 11. And Durant, here we go.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Pass to Chan. And he gets it to go.
John Marion.
Here is Harden. He kicks to Durant. Top of the key. And Washington again with the bucket.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wizards.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand
line
on
for
the
two.
three-point line so far. It's nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Cartier Martin, who's checked in for Barca. Felton comes in for Sean Marion. And then for Washington, George is checked in for LeBron. And it's DeRozan in for James Harden. And it's Barca with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose.
Foul.
For Barcelona, they've hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw missing.
Foul. Daniel Reed. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Wizards leading by 10. Durant kicks to DeRozan. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Durant with the jam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.